welcome to coming at you from Triple M Raceway for the running of the Channel 10 Golden State Championships. Featuring tonight Australia's favourite son, John Zappia, up against the USA challenger, John Scialpi. Stuart Bond joins me now, and Stuart, a chance for Western Australian racers to set some own personal records.
Certainly, Frank. The Golden State Championships is a very important event for West Australians. The WA races at Ravenswood Raceway get only 2 opportunities each season to reset a national record. And the home crowd here at Triple M Ravenswood Raceway would love to see some records tonight. Also, it gives the West Australians a big boost before they go off in February to the Australian Championships in Victoria. They can go over dominating their class instead of racing from behind.
John Scialpi and John Zappia coming up shortly, but right now, let's go to round 1 of Competition Eliminator. Barry Wood on the track and the little Tirana. The little HB Tirana running a 330 Chevy, a rapid improver at the track this year.
Well, Barry's had his luck, and he's got another bit of luck coming his way right now. Was intending to race against the Chandler brothers rear-engine dragster. That car unable to front for the first round, and Barry Wood going on a solo to make it into round 2.
A nice straight pass for Barry Wood out of the hole, very quick indeed, and is going to get there in a reasonable time. A 9.16 at 240 k's.
Well, Wood saving the car, but you won't see any of that right now. Neil Anderson, a Donovan-powered Ford Custom Line, a big burnout from this car on every pass, and Anderson is rapidly becoming one of the great favourites at the track.
John Napier, the immaculate lethal weapon funny car, a AA funny car, a JP1 526 on board this one.
Frank, both cars well over 8 litres in capacity, both burning methanol fuel, both supercharged, but running on different handicaps.
Anderson's out very quick indeed. He's got him whole shot and starts to run on with it. The Camaro coming back around the outside, and the Camaro is going to get there first with a 7.59 at 282 k's.
Napier getting the win with superior speed. Peter Townsend, a naturally aspirated small block Ford in his dragster, and he's racing Trevor Morrison's supercharged Altered. This car has a 350 Chevy, and the supercharger producing well over 1,000 horsepower. A very tough machine.
Peter Townsend and Robbie Woodcock putting together a magnificent combination. Townsend on screen there. A Ford 355 on board this car, a rear-engine dragster, and one that has found its way into winner's circles on many occasions.
Townsend gets to go first with a softer handicap, and the Altered having all sorts of problems at half-track. We expected a big speed charge at the top end from the Altered, and unfortunately Morrison unable to catch Townsend, winning with an 8.7 at 254 k's.
Greg Burns and Molly Cleese putting together this funny car, and what a wild burnout that is. Stewie Bond, that's a big one.
Well, Burns and the team are working out a new clutch for the car. This car has run faster than its national record, and we certainly hope they improve on that record tonight.
Oh, the muscle man, Murray Oconner, the XP Falcon, and look at that burnout. Anything you can do, I can do better. A 357 Ford on board Murray O'Connor's XP Falcon.
A very heavy little sedan that has a tiny 357 cubic inch Ford Cleveland, a massive supercharger. This car makes a lot of horsepower, and the weight of the car means Murray needs to perform a very big burnout to make sure he sticks to the track from the start line.
Murray backing the car up there with a little bit of help from the crew. Greg Burns locked away, so too Murray Oconner. The tree counts down, out they come. O'Connor's out fast. Burnsy's starting to come at him at around about half-strip distance. It's going to be a mile-an-hour job at the top end, and Burnsy gets there with a 7.10 at 293 k's.
Murray Oconner going as hard as he possibly could, but he couldn't hold out the big block Chevy in the funny car, and Burns getting the win by just 1 car length.
Clive Hudson, a double B funny car. A brilliant performer this year, and is certainly out to do well today. A big block Chevy on board, a Chevy 460.
Well, an economy racing team, and they really are putting on a tremendous effort. The lady in the pack is Diane Davenport. She's racing the Genie-sponsored dragster. This A dragster also has a big block Chev. They're the most popular engine in drag racing in Western Australia. Diane will get to lead the start line first. She has the softer handicap. Watching the tree count down, she gets to go, but a big fleet from Diane has let the funny car get away.
Diane having some problems off the line, but not for Clive Hudson. Clive's got the foot in and going hard. Oh, it's going to be a good pass at 8.46 at 256 k.
This afternoon we had a chance to meet with John Scialpi from Los Angeles, California. He's brought his fabulous 57 Chevy to Australia to do battle with the best Australian supercharged sedans. John Scialpi, welcome to Australia, and thank you very much for bringing your beautiful car down under.
Oh, thank you for having me.
John, your car runs a Chevrolet. Now, most of the big block and blown sedans in Australia will run a Chrysler-derived engine. Why have you stuck with the Chevy?
Well, back in the States, we run Super Chevy Circuit and IHRA, and you're not allowed to run a Chrysler Hemi.
John, can you tell us a little about your car, the history of your racing, and where you're planning to go to from here?
Well, I started out as a street car and used to street race it a little bit, and then went from all steel, the glass windows, everything, to driving at bracket races, and then went AA altered, and then pro modified.
Now, how quick have you got the car to go down the track?
I've gone 645, 217.
Now, John, you've had a chance to hear a little about the Australian you'll be racing tonight, John Zappia.
Yep.
What are you expecting?
Oh, I'm expecting some pretty good, fast races. He's got a new car, so he'll be tough. It's a lot lighter than his old car.
Coming at you after the break, John Zappia back on the track in his brand new Holden Statesman.